We are just days away from another storm. Meteorologists are expecting it to batter the east. It could bring up to a foot of snow and strong winds to the mid-Atlantic. There have been at least 85 deaths blamed on the extreme weather so far. Many are in the south, where there are still more than 220,000 power outages there. It's so cold to not have your heat on there.
We talk about these storms on the other side of the country. I'm curious, for some of our forecasters, our meteorologists here, Seth, how does it feel knowing they're getting all of that? And here it's a little bit of a different story.
It feels bad, Sarah. It makes me sad, honestly. I was looking at the forecast in Orlando, Florida, right before this, and they're going to be colder this week than we are, by quite a bit, actually, by about 10 degrees. So that is what we're dealing with here, and it's been warm all month. Look at this. This is our monthly temperatures. These are our high temperatures. The warmest day was on the 4th at 54 degrees. 54 degrees on January 4th is wild. And the coldest daytime high was 33 degrees, which is chilly, but that is still pretty wild for January. You can see only a couple of days below that white line that indicates the average temperature. The average high this month was 43 degrees, nearly 5 degrees above where we should be. Temperatures across the state right now are above average still. We are in the upper 30s and 40s in northern Utah. We have 40s in central Utah, parts of southern Utah, 50 degrees in Cedar City, and St. George is currently sitting at 62 degrees. Those temperatures will continue falling throughout the night, but that cloud coverage is going to be here to stay. 40s turning to 30s between about 7 and 8 o'clock tonight across the Wasatch Front. Down in southern Utah, they have mostly clear skies, just a couple of clouds streaming through today. This is our Black Desert Resort sky cam. You can see people are enjoying the greens. It's a really beautiful day to be outside in January. High pressure is in control, which is why we have the calm conditions and the warm weather. We do have some moisture sneaking around that high pressure ridge to the north and into our west deserts and Wasatch Front, making its way towards southern Utah as well, but it's not bringing any precipitation with it. Here's a live view from Utah State University where you can see those clouds starting to make their way into the region. You can also make out a little bit of haze down near the valley floors. We do have an inversion setup. You can see it here in the Salt Lake Valley as well in our Ensign Peak camera. Currently, air quality is in the moderate category across our northern valleys, the Wasatch Front, and a lot of our mountain valleys. Wasatch County, Uinta County, Duchesne County, the eastern side of the state, and southern Utah, not looking too bad. It's clean right now. Tomorrow, it's going to be more of the same. Northern valleys holding on to that moderate air quality will actually be a little bit worse than it is today. Southern Utah and eastern Utah remaining clean. All right, let's take a look at the big picture here. We have this high pressure system that's going to remain in control for the next little while, bringing that warm, hazy weather for this weekend. This system is going to skim us to the north. Originally, it looked like it was going to impact us. Now it looks like that high pressure is just too strong and it's going to push it too far north for us to get any precipitation, but it will mix out that haze and bring a mix of sun and clouds. But then that high pressure builds right back, bringing more warm conditions for us and another round of very cold conditions for the southeast. That's going to be like the third or fourth cold snap in the southeast this year. And then we get a Rex block. That high pressure sits on top of that low pressure, and it's called the Rex block because it locks those two systems into place. So that high pressure is going to be here to stay for the next little while, bringing more dry conditions and well above average temperatures as we get through the first week of February. It's not looking great, guys. No precipitation in the forecast whatsoever, and not a whole lot of cooling either. For tomorrow, temperatures are going to be in the 50s across the state, a couple 60s and 40s out there as well. The Wasatch Front will be in the 50s, while the Wasatch Back is in the upper 40s to low 50s. A mix of sun and clouds up here in the north. Mostly sunny skies in central Utah with temperatures in the 50s, a couple 40s for places in the eastern side of the state. And then southern Utah, even clearer skies with temperatures in the 50s and a few 60s out there as well. St. George holds on to the 60s for the next 7 days with only a couple clouds here and there, otherwise really clear. The Wasatch Front, temperatures in the 50s for this weekend, only dropping to 49 degrees on Tuesday, but then the 50s return very quickly, making for a very warm week. Groundhog Day is on Monday, but don't listen to the groundhog. Listen to this forecaster.
Hey.
The groundhog is very bad weather forecaster.
Didn't go to school, doesn't have a degree.
Our forewarned weather team has beef with the groundhog.
Seriously.
It's so funny every day this week.
I want to find Alana going on.
It's so funny.
Fight the groundhog.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it.
Watch out.
2-on-1. Let's do it.